I said, okay, okay, loser.
Once called Carolina's Stadium, it now goes by Bank of America Stadium. Or more simply, The Vault, as we're here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Two of the NFL's best starts challenging each other here. Off we go in a Week 4 showdown. Fielded at the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he's out of bounds. This is a great start for them, already on their opponent's side of the field.
Now that's a way to start the ball game. A return all the way across midfield. And the kick return team, they're going to get a big old thank you when they get to the sideline. Nothing like starting your offense with a short field to begin the game.
Straight to the air here, it's Young. On the move, headed right. Now he takes it. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll be good for a Carolina first. Rush coming for Young. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Let's go now. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready?
A second down throw for Young. Pass caught, 9-yard line. Yes, the Carolina touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
On is Chad Ryland for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Panthers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Rashad White on the return. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And that's out of bounds all the way across the 45, very nearly to midfield.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers, 1st and 10. Mayfield comes out throwing. That one's cut along the left sideline. It's a pickup of 26. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Baker now from the gun. Cut near the goal line. And they get there to touch him down, Brock, but a big gain on that play. They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And he hauls it in for the Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers finish off their opening drive. Mike Evans with the touchdown. McLaughlin tacks on the extra point. And the Buccaneers respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a positive result on that effort. He's down near the enemy 40 before going out.
Well, by the time he shifted into a different gear and began that foot race up the left sideline, you could tell this return was already getting out of hand. And what a gift for this offense, who now gets to take over with a lot of the work and the field position already done.
That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Young. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So that brings up 4th and long. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
They're going for it, Young. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Chubb with the 1st and more. And he's brought down at the 44. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
Catch made by Bucky Irving. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, that defense got a little something extra after the pick, and any return is normally a product of good coaching. They drill this all the time on the practice field about becoming a runner, finding the near sideline, your defensive players becoming blockers. And I know it doesn't show up as a ton of return yards on the stat sheet, but boy, every yard's important and critical in the game of football.
Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Let's go.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Viking 18. Mustang 19.
They run again with Hubbard. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Let's go.
Offense in the hurry up here.
60 Eagle.
Young to throw here on 3rd. Chased out to his right. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Begins his return at the 16. And he'll scrape together what he can on the return. He gets it back to the 20. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And the Buccaneers will get set to go on offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. And off to Chubb to start the drive. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Here's Chubb on 2nd down. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They'll be set up 2nd and 7. Grabbed by Chris Godwin. He's still going at the 30. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. They are running from the gun with Chubb. And he carries it for a big gain that gets him down into the red zone. They get 7 on the run, but still 3rd and 13 to go.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
An extra corner into the game for the Panthers. 3rd down. Baker now off the play fake. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. Chase McLaughlin now to try the Buccaneers field goal. It's a 36-yard look from the left hash. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Brings in the kick at the 9. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And he's all the way up across the 40 before heading out of bounds.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
To the air on 1st down, Young. He's got him, that's McMillan. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the pistol, it's Young. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down. Young working from the gun. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. Big gain downfield. Touchdown, Carolina. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. And you gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find payday.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Here's White on the return. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Ball at the 33 for first down. They begin the drive with Chubb. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Play fake. It's Mayfield. Into the hands of Colt. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Tackle made by J.C. Horn.
It was as if the defense knew what play was coming. That was a play they knew they could defend, and boy, did they ever, stopping it right at the line of scrimmage.
And the Panthers into the nickel set. Third down coming. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. That's completed right side. They touch him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a first. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at the vault. The Buccaneers trailing on the scoreboard. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Mayfield now from the gun. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Regular. Watch out.
Throwing again is Baker. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Baker throwing again. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. Here we go. It's Mayfield. He's got it to his running back. And he's taken down at the 30. One of their best play calls of this game, Brock. Nets him 17 yards on fourth down and gets them the first.
Real.
Chubb running out of the gun. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Godwin sent in motion right. First down, and they go right back to him. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout, so that's their first. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Mayfield. He brings it in. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. It's 2nd and goal.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
Back now, pressure on its way. And that's a Tampa Bay touchdown. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out. And it was what you talk about, Brock, that courage that kept the chance for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw. But hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback. We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half.
Ready?
Young on 1st and 10. He's on the move. A risky throw, and they're going to intercept it. That's the rookie out of Florida. And the Buccaneers will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return. He steps in front and picks it off. Looked like he missed the spot there, partner. Maybe because he threw it on the run?
Yeah, I think that's exactly the case, Kate. You know, you get set in the pocket. This game is fast anyway. Things are flying, but once you get on the run, it is a whole nother speed and really becomes advantage defense as they take it away.
Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It's a 39-yarder. The kick by McLaughlin is good. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Here's White on the return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got first down from the 31. Here's Mayfield. And this one won't be caught, but we got a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw arrived. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Backfield is empty as they motion him outright. Irving hauls it in. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Tackle made by J.C. Horn.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Off the play fake, here's Mayfield. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
They've got a man in motion. Third and short, Mayfield. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. To the line we go. They're set, first and 10. Second half's going to start with a run by Chubb. And he gets this forward to the 19. Halfway there on first down, that brings up second and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Brought in left side by Godwin. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They'll come up first and 10. They give inside to Chubb. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Offense to the line for second down. Baker now from the gun. The throw is caught. And this is down all the way to the 3.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Here we go, third and less than a yard. And he's in for the touchdown. The Buccaneers grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Nick Chubb touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
And he can't connect with his man, so they tried for 2, but it doesn't work out. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a first and 10.
Ready. Track 60.
Now it's Young. He throws a bullet to this. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers go up by 19. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick-6. Fielded at the 7. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Young back to it after the pick. Escapes the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be second down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
A second down throw for Young. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Brought in along the sideline, just need an official ruling, and they say catch. Great play. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Running back sent in motion. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Sticking to the air, it's Young. That pass complete to McMillan. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Young on the play action. This throw is cut. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And as that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the end of the third quarter. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Out of the shotgun, a give to Hubbard. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Desperation time here on fourth. Forced out to his right. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers get it back to within 2 possessions. Ryland now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers shave some of the lead. It's down now to 12. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Here's White on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Fits it through the middle. 30. The 10. And in. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers have likely locked up the win right there. McLaughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Buccaneers go up by 19. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Young. He's on the move. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain. Working quickly here. Out of the gun, Young. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Marquise Bell making the play. And the Buccaneers get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his third strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
Play fake, it's Mayfield. Hauled in by Godwin. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I love everything about that play, Kate, so much for a quarterback. When you throw in that crossing route, it's imperative that you lead that receiver. You don't throw where he's at, you throw where he's going. And when you do, yards after catch follow.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers